recent as October 15th of this year, we had some pretty significant changes in our laws. Some of them pertain to knives, some pertain to how you carry a pistol, and the one we're going to talk about today pertains to hunting with a sound suppressor. It's no longer illegal to hunt in the state of Maine with a sound suppressor. Now, social media is really cool and it's very helpful, but bad information spreads probably as fast as good information, and people are all over the spectrum not really understanding the legalities of a sound suppressor or the process of purchasing one. So we kind of want to bring everybody together. Some of the statements we've seen are you can't own a sound suppressor or a silencer or a gun muffler or whatever you call it because that's a felony and the fine is crazy. That's not true. Other people believe that you can walk in, pay cash, and walk out with it, and that's not true either. So we just want to set the score straight so everybody knows what to expect if you would like to purchase a sound suppressor for yourself. The process of purchasing a sound suppressor is very, very similar to purchasing an automobile. There's a title that's created for the automobile when it's made. There's a title for the sound suppressor when it is made. If you want to purchase it, we send in a title application with a title fee. A new title is made in your name instead of the dealer's name, and it's approved and you own it, not the dealer anymore. The only significant difference is with the automobile, you drive home today and the title comes in the mail. With a sound suppressor, they have to approve the new title, then you can take possession of the sound suppressor. Contrary to urban legend and popular myth and campsite fires, you don't need a special license. There is no suppressor permit, at least in the state of Maine. This video is just covering the state of Maine, federal law. The only thing you need is this approved transfer, which is the title. If you're an individual, it's typically done on a Form 4. It costs $200 for the title fee. It includes a couple passport photos, a set of fingerprints, and the chief law enforcement officer in your area signs it, stating that you're not breaking any state or local laws by owning it. That keeps you out of trouble. One of the other questions that comes up a lot is, do I need a separate stamp or a separate form for each suppressor? Yes. It goes back to the automobile analogy. If you owned a 92 Jeep and you bought a 94 Jeep, you'd have to have the title for that one too. Remember, you're not buying a license, you're not getting a permit, nothing like that's going on. All you're doing is having the title of the sound suppressor transferred to you. The fee is $200, that's the title fee. The paperwork gets sent off to ATF. Depending on what time of year it is, will determine the amount of time it takes for that paperwork to be approved and come back. As of this filming, it's taking between 90 and 120 days for a transfer to come back. Sometimes they're a little quicker, sometimes they're a lot longer. So you always want to ask how long it's taking currently so you'll know what to plan. While you're waiting for the paperwork to come back, something really cool that Maine Military offers is Conjugal Visits. Maine Military has an indoor shooting range at the gun shop, at the facility, and while you're waiting for your paperwork to come back, you can come on in and use this range and be able to start spending time with your sound suppressor while you're waiting to take possession of it. The paperwork itself, this transfer form, I know it sounds a little bit intimidating if you don't deal with federal paperwork as a rule, but the staff here at Maine Military will be happy to walk you through any of it, on the federal level and on the state level. It's really not very difficult, it's really, really simple. And one social media myth that I hear as much as any other is it's not called a silencer, it's called a sound suppressor. To be honest, I've worked in the industry for almost 30 years. It's called a sound suppressor, it's called a silencer, it's called a gun muffler, it's called a can. There is no correct or incorrect term. For a matter of fact, the oldest owner's manual that I have in my own reference collection from the Maxim Silencer Company seemed to believe that before 1910, they were already calling it a silencer. So even though sound suppressor is probably a better descriptive term, just because somebody calls it a silencer doesn't make it wrong. That is an accepted industry term. To learn more about owning a sound suppressor for yourself, or to try some out, come on into the store. It's at 179 Maine Road in Holden. You won't be able to miss us. There's a big MiG-21 fighter jet out in the driveway. or you can check online at mainemilitary.com.